So let's take a look inside of the editing window. So you can just treat this like you would if you were in Word. There are some things that are different, but most of the text stuff is in Word. But to tell you the truth, the website forces formatting, so you don't really have to worry about setting fonts. You can do sizes if you like. Um, this you can set if you want to do headings and things, but a lot of times I just use font sizes, and I don't like to get too nuts about having huge fonts and little fonts and different colored fonts. Try to keep it um, kind of low key but well laid out. So let's pretend like we're going to build a page for Megan here. Well, we're not going to pretend. Let's build a page for Megan here. So right now we're just going to put her name in there. So you would just type that in. And once you've got that in there, um, you can triple click it or click and drag and select it. And I'm going to go in and choose a little bigger font. I'm going to make it bold, and I'm going to put it in the center. And then I'm going to do a shift return, which will put your cursor directly underneath that. And she is first grade. And then you see how I didn't do the shift return, and it sends me across. So shift return, and then I'm going to put an email link in there for her. And so to do links to emails or other websites, you would select it, and up here where all these tools are, you'll see there's a little link icon, insert link. If you hover over these, a little help will come up and tell you what it is. So if you click on the link one, you have several choices here. You can either link within our own site, and you can do that by going and searching for that page, going to Evergreen, going to a channel. I haven't talked about the channels yet, but essentially this is the hierarchy of links. So the main links on the website, the tabs and stuff, we refer to as channels. So if we go to a channel like our school, then we can choose a section. So the sections are the links that drop down underneath a channel. And within sections you would have pages. So let's go to About School. Now you can choose a page. And all the pages that are active will be there. So that's how you would add a link. But we're going to add an email link. You could also go to an outside website if you wanted to. One thing you'll always need to remember, and this is important, when you copy and paste a link here, it's going to want to copy the HTTP : // This content management system asks that you do not include that in your paste. Now, that is kind of a pain because every time you paste one, unless you type it in yourself, will include that. So you got to go back and select that and get rid of it. And just have the www dot whatever the address is. So, but we're going to do an email address. With the email address, you would just put the email address. In this case, it's Megan _ that right, insert it, and turns the link blue. And then you want to hit save. So if you go back to her web page, oops, we're still here. So let's go back to, well, I'll show you here one way to look at it. So one way to preview your changes is up at the top here, you'll see View Website. So you can click on there. And the thing you got to know, though, is it's not going to take you to your other browser. It's going to take you to a preview within the editing window. And so it's just to look at your changes. When you're done, you want to make sure you go up here and click that little X. You don't want to start to navigate within this window. That's going to cause you some problems, and you'll get lost. So you want to make sure that you previewed and you click on there, and it'll take you back to your editing environment. Now what I tend to do is I would go over to the actual page, and where are you, Megan? Here you are. So now we've taken that message that I put in there waiting for an update and put her name and what she does, and there it is. So each time you go over here and you want to make a change, let's say we want to add a space, just to maybe add a line like that. Might be kind of cool. Once we get a photo, we'll put a photo in there. I'm going to hit save, and then you would go back and refresh your page. If you're on a Mac, it's Command R. If you're on a PC, it's Option R, where you go up to your history or view and reload. And you can see I put a line in there. Now this bottom line here, that's just part of the website to let you know it's the bottom of the web page. If you want to drop that down a little bit, you would need to go back here and add some carriage returns, or of course some content, maybe a little bio, pictures of the class, things that you want parents or students to download. So if we save that now and go back and hit the refresh, you'll see it dropped that line down, assuming that I've put a lot of carriage returns or awesome content in there. So that is how you begin to edit your web page. Next, you should look at the video on how to insert a photo or a PDF document or a Word document that people can download. Thank you.